Hi guys, this is Brittany from Canadian Beats, and I have Taylor from the Hope State on the line with me. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you so much for joining. I'm so excited to talk to you today.
It's a pleasure. I'm slightly under the weather, but I'm happy to do it.
Oh no, do you have that flu that's going around?
I think it's honestly just rehearsing so much that my body's just giving up on me.
Oh no, well I hope you feel better.
No, it's all for a good cause. I'm happy about it.
No, for sure. So my first question, Taylor, is just so you started in Saskatchewan, like that's where you lived, and you started doing all of your music. Then you moved to LA, but then you returned back to Canada, but this time you went to Toronto. So what's something that you learned about the music industry from each of these cities?
Um, Saskatchewan is where I kind of learned the community of it all. That's where I just cut my teeth doing everything. So kind of playing in bands, touring around. That's when I learned how to be a musician, I suppose. In Los Angeles, that's where I learned how to write. That's where I learned where do songs and me writing for people there, which is something that before going I didn't even realize was a job. I was there when I was 18, so I didn't realize that you could have a career just writing songs for other people. I was kind of naive and thought that everyone wrote their own stuff, and realized that just was not true. Um, and Toronto was kind of where I learned just kind of where I learned to hone everything and kind of make it what I wanted to do. It was a little bit more of I suppose, a growing process for as a musician again, whereas Saskatchewan was just a musician. Los Angeles was more so just a songwriter, and then in Toronto was kind of everything. So yeah, it kind of rounded everything out and brought it back home for me.
No, that's awesome, and it's great to hear that you've picked up all these different like tricks and tips too as you've gone around.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a kind of a good thing that traveling does. You do definitely learn different things from every place that you go to.
Yeah, for sure. So, one thing I really want to know more about is the creative process behind your newest single, Butterflies, and how it differs from other songs off of your album.
That's Butterflies is one that's actually the creative process for that one was weird because it's actually part of three different songs. That is actually the first part in the story. So, but it wasn't written first. It was the last one written. So that one was so that one is Skeletons, Butterflies, both of which are on the EP, and then there's a third part called Vampires, which will be on the full-length album. And Vampires was actually written first. So that one was about I wrote that one in LA when I was kind of seeing a lot of people who I was working with go through drug abuse problems. And it kind of shocked me because I was so young and didn't realize it was such a big part of a lot of people's lives. So I wrote it kind of just being scared about that and processing what that was like. Skeletons is about the first time that I lost someone from drugs and alcohol, which was very shocking to me. So my way of writing that one was basically just to kind of get through that and process that all as well. And then writing Butterflies was kind of still when I was sort of realizing that I was sort of falling into some of those traps myself. So that one was a weird one and was the first time that I was truly honest with myself about that and putting it out into the world. So it was a big step for me, but it was something that I think really helped overall.
Very interesting. It's nice to know that because like I've obviously listened to Butterflies and I was listening to like James Dean, so it'll be nice to listen to like Butterflies and Skeletons, and then when Vampire comes out, I can listen to all three of them back to
Absolutely.
back.
The original plan was to have them all side by side on the record, but things change in the studio sometimes, so I have to be a little bit more patient with that one, and then it'll be out soon.
No, that's so exciting though.
Yeah, I do things in very weird ways all the time, and this is no different.
So you've also been working really closely with Crispin Day in the studio. So have you picked up any tricks or learned more about yourself for when you write or when you're like thinking about doing new albums?
Working with Crispin, I've learned a ton. He's a very honest person, which is great. Yeah, it's kind of oftentimes people will go into the studio not really. You kind of go in very thinking you know what you're doing, and then when you get there, you realize you know absolutely nothing. So it's very humbling, which is very good. Um, as far as specific things that I've learned from him, I think it's just be better. That's kind of one of the main things is just always keep pushing yourself. Um, just do what's right for the song. Don't. I've things change so much in the studio, and I kind of resist that because you have something in your head, you want it to happen right away, but you have to be flexible in that. You have to change if the song needs it or requires it. That's the most important thing. You can't be set in your ways at all with that. And so I definitely learned that from him.
That's great. That's awesome to hear that you are growing as an artist, I guess, with him as well. Like you'll always continue to grow, but
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah, and that's why I love working with him so much, because it really brings out something that you don't really know what's there, which I think is the key of a good producer, having someone in the studio like that. It's pretty vital, because some people are just they'll just do whatever and kind of let you make your mistakes, but keep doing it. But having someone who's honest and someone who cares about the work is really important.
no, that's awesome. It's so good to hear that that's how it is for you and that you have somebody who's not necessarily a yes man who wants to see you grow as an artist.
Absolutely, yeah. I've certainly worked with those people before, and I've seen many of the artists that I've worked with. Working with those people, I have probably even been that person at some point. So it's really, it's really good to not have a lot of that.
Yeah, of course. So, what was the biggest highlight for you of 2018 for your musical career?
To be honest, it was the EP release. It wasn't the EP release show itself. I think was the highlight, because it was the first time that I had played with a band in many years. It was because the Hope State's just kind of been me doing my solitary thing for I think 3 or 4 years now. When I started doing it as a thing that I wanted to do, and it was always intended to be a band, but it's hard to organize my songwriting career as well as organizing just people who want to play music with you, specifically in Toronto. I found, just because everyone has so many things going on, but yeah, that was playing with the band felt right. It was it kind of just it made everything make sense. So that was for me my personal highlight for sure.
That's great. So, my final question for you, Taylor, is what can we expect from you of 2019?
Tons of shows. We're going to be playing everywhere that we possibly can. It's just going to be playing as many festivals as we can, playing as many shows as we can, and then we're going to be releasing some new material. I'm not sure what we're going to be, what format it's going to be in right now, because we're just kind of in the signing process with a couple different companies. So I don't know if we're going to be releasing an EP. I don't know if we're going to be releasing the full length, but there will be lots of material, lots of live stuff, all the fun stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so excited to see what the year has to hold for you.
I am as well. I think it's going to be a good year.
I think so too. I think 2019 is the year that everything good happens for everyone.
I agree. I think I'm feeling it so far, so I think you're right on that.
Well, I hope so. But Taylor, I want to thank you so much for jumping on the line with me. It was great to talk to you and learn more about your creative processes and your songs, and honestly, what we can see down the road from you.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it very much. So
Yeah,
thank you.
Of course.